बता दीजिएगा
मेरे हाथ में नहीं है, माननीय चेयरमैन साहब का निर्देश
सर. Although I acknowledge and appreciate.
You have a total of 5 minutes.
Sir, एक दो मिनट sir. Sir, although I appreciate and acknowledge the sentiments and the spirit with which this bill has been introduced by my dear friend and esteemed colleague, Mr. Shivdasan, I do not support the bill because I think it is neither desirable nor feasible. And I'll give you 4 reasons, sir. One is the issue of accountability. One is the constitutional reasons. Third is the normative grounds. And fourth are the constitutional debates which have settled this issue in my view. Sir, we have to understand the difference between accountability and constitutional responsibility. The high office of governor is that of constitutional responsibility, constitutional authority, not accountability. Sir, in his arguments, the Honorable Member Shivdasan ji, sir, alluded to the stature and dignity of the high office of the governor. I completely am with him on that. And he argued that because of this high office which the governor holds, he should enjoy the support, legitimate support of the people, and he should be accountable to the people. But sir, for this we already have an elected government in the state. Can you have 2 parallel power centers, one of the chief minister and one of the governor? Sir, the office of governor should evoke, sir, cooperation and respect. And to give further clarity, I would like to quote what the Constituent Assembly member Mr. B.G. Kher had said. The most important principle of good government in a popular constitution is that no executive functionaries should ever be appointed by popular election. No executive functionaries should ever be appointed by popular election, neither by the votes of the people themselves, nor by those of their representatives. Sir, next I come to the normative grounds why I oppose this bill. Sir, the office of governor should exert an all-pervasive moral influence on the state, sir, state government and the people of the state. Sir, I'd like to quote Sarkaria Commission, which Hanumantia ji elaborately referred to. Sir, Sarkaria Commission on Interstate Relations quoted the office of governor as the constitutional head is to act as friend, philosopher and guide to the elected government, the Council of Ministers. And sir, if we have an elected governor as is envisaged in this bill, sir, we will not have the check and balance, which is the core of our constitution, sir. How can an elected governor, sir, operate freely without being beholden to the party that has elected or that has chosen that person to be elected? Sir, how can the governor think independently? Sir, these are the reasons why I oppose this bill. Sir, while addressing the Conference of Governors in June 2005, the former President of India, Dr. Kalam, observed that while there are many checks and balances provided by the Constitution, the office of the governor has been bestowed with the independence to rise above the day-to-day politics and override compulsions either emanating from the central system or the state system. Sir, now I'll refer to the constitutional grounds why I oppose this bill. Sir, in our scheme of things, constitutional scheme of things, the governor plays a very important role in maintaining the federal structure of our constitution, which also is part of the basic structure in the Supreme Court judgment of 1973, Kesavanand Bharati judgment. Sir, the celebrated judgment of S.R. Bomai versus Union of India explains in detail the importance of this role, and I quote, this is the Honorable Supreme Court: the key actor in the center-state relations is the governor, a bridge between the union and the state. The office of the governor is a vital link and a channel of impartial and objective communication of the working of the constitution by the state government to the President of India. And he goes on, the judgment goes on. Because of paucity of time, I will not get to it. Sir, it is also important for the House to visit the Sarkaria Commission report on the role of the high office of the governor, and I will briefly quote from the report. The governor in our system does not function as a constitutional head for the whole gamut of his responsibilities. There is an important area, though limited and subject to constitutional constraints, within which he acts in the exercise of his discretion.
Honourable member, last minute.
Sir, he is a live link of channel between the union and the states. He is a live link of channel between the union and the state. Sir, finally, I'll refer to the constitutional debate. Sir, on this very issue, eminent member T.T. Krishnamachari had quoted, and I quote, the position is either you make the legislature supreme or you make the governor supreme. If you adopt the presidential system, the governor is supreme. But under the parliamentary system that we have, the legislature and the leader of the majority party in the legislature will be supreme. The choice is obvious, and that choice is logical. Sir, unquote. Sir, in their infinite wisdom, the founding fathers of our constitution had anticipated such a situation. And there was elaborate discussion for 2 full days, sir, on 30th of May 1949 and 31st of May 1949. And 2 alternatives were suggested. Sir, give me, sir, 30 seconds. Sir, alternative 1, This is Article 131 of the draft Constitution of 1948. First alternative, the governor of a state shall be elected by direct vote of all persons who have the right to vote at a general election for the Legislative Assembly of the state. This is the first alternative. Second alternative, the governor of a state shall be appointed by the president
Honorable member.
by warrant under the 30 seconds, sir, and seal from a panel of 4 candidates to be elected by the members of the Legislative Assembly of the state, or where there is Legislative Council
Please
in the state by
conclude.
all the members.
Please conclude.
Sir, after exhaustive and elaborate discussion, deliberation, debate, the Constituent Assembly adopted the second alternative with some modification, which is Article 151 as it stands today, that the governor of a state
We'll
shall
have
be
to
appointed
conclude.
by the president
Honourable
by
member.
warrant under his hand and seal. And sir, our first Prime Minister Pandit Nehru also, sir, sided with this argument, the second alternative.
Please conclude.
And
Please
sir,
conclude.
I feel there is no compelling reason to deviate from the wisdom of our founding fathers, and I oppose this. This is the reason I oppose this.
Honorable member, Professor